Man, it's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week already. Can you believe it? It's already Wednesday, and we are moving and shaking today, guys. Wanted to come on real quick. I didn't have a chance to shoot this out earlier, but I'm shooting it out now because I know that it's really important to you. So look, today's topic is all about marketing. Like, marketing has been the new thing for me in my business, like to send out emails, to do videos, to do audios, to connect with more people, to run paid advertising, to go to networking events, to do seminars, like all of these things, to do webinars. There's so many things you can do to market yourself. And so that's why today's topic is how to market yourself as an expert, right? All right. I've got something behind my name, right? My name is J Moore CPA, right? That, whatever that means, It just means I took a test and I got a 4-year degree. I took a test and I'm quote unquote an expert. But that doesn't always make me an expert. It just makes me someone that might be, may have a little credibility because, you might know what a certified public accountant is, and because you know what that is, you say, man, he studied. Right, I had to study. So I have some expertise. However, what if you don't have things behind your name? How do you feel about being an expert? Would you want to say that you're an expert in the field that you're in? Maybe that field could be real estate, right? You can be in health and wellness. You can be in fitness. You can be in all sorts of things. And you can be an expert even without things behind your name. So how would you do that? How would you be able to market yourself as an expert right now without being an expert? Look, that's the question of all questions. And I'm going to tell you, that was something that I had to figure it out. I had to figure out, well, how am I going to market myself? There are a lot of accountants. There are a lot of CPAs. There is so much noise on the internet, and there's so many people that's probably better than me. All right, here's what I had to realize. I had to take competition and throw it out. No more competition. I'm not competing against the guy down the street. I'm not competing against anyone in my field anymore. So once I removed that, I had to start saying, if I'm not competing against anyone, am I competing? No, you're not competing. What are you doing then? You are now becoming creative. See, the one that is creative, the one that creates the most, is the one that, I'm going to tell you, they cash the biggest checks. Now, don't get me wrong. You can have tons of knowledge, right? In my field, you could know the tax code front and back. You could know what's in all the books, all the accounting books, GAAP and all that stuff, and you can have that knowledge. But if you don't market yourself, no one will ever know it. So if you're the kind of person, maybe like me, an accountant, right? Accountants, you don't see a lot of accountants advertising on Facebook. Tell me something. Do you see a lot of accountants advertising on Facebook? I remember I was talking to a prospect. I was doing a strategy call, and I just asked her, I said, hey, have you seen any other accountants advertising on Facebook? And she says, you know what? I saw you and I saw one other person. And the other person just happened to be my mentor, my coach. I was just like, wow, look at that. But that's the thing. You may not see a lot of accountants advertising on Facebook. And if they do advertise, what if they're just saying, hey, I can do your books, or, we're the best accountants down the street? Then they're competing against everybody else. So look, I have a quote from you. And it's by one of my mentors. He's a coach from afar. His name is Russell Brunson. And the quote is, you don't have to be the most knowledgeable person in the world on your topic. You just have to be you just have to be one chapter ahead of the people you are helping. Wow, I want you to understand what that said. I'm going to read it one more time because I'm just reading it. You don't have to be the most knowledgeable person in the world on your topic. See? You just have to be one chapter ahead of the people you're helping. I'm going to tell you where that quote came from. Russell quotes it in his book, Expert Secrets. But here's the deal. Russell got that quote from, oh my goodness, what's the guy that, he was the famous, he wrote a lot of bad checks, and the movie was called Catch Me If You Can. Leonardo DiCaprio played the guy in that movie that stole all this money, and listen, he was a young guy, and he posed himself as a professor at a university. He went to a university and he acted like he was a professor. No one checked he made up a diploma, walked in, told the people who he was, and he started teaching class. They said, well, how did you do it? He says, look, I was a chapter ahead of everybody. So I just taught from the front, right? He didn't even know, he wasn't even knowledgeable on the topic. So how would you become an expert? All you have to do is go one chapter ahead. All you have to do is decide that, you know what? The person that I would like to help, this is the type of person I want to help. You have to know who that is. And then when you know who that person is, then all you have to do is, well, more than likely they're right here. All I have to do is be right here, and I'll be able to help them because they won't have the same information. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I did it. I tried it. It works. Right? I'm going to tell you how it works. How it worked for me. I just decided that, you know what, maybe I'll start doing videos. I'll start doing these audio broadcasts. Most people aren't doing videos and audios. Most people aren't doing webinars. Most people aren't running advertising. See, now I'm chapters ahead of people, which means that I'm doing something they're not doing. Now, yes, I'm an expert in my field. Yeah, I can do that. But at the end of the day, you need to know that there's something different. Man, there's something different about this guy right here. He's different, and I want to work with him. All you have to do to be an expert in your field is be one chapter ahead. Start marketing what you do. Put yourself out there. Market. Tell people you can help them in whatever way you can help them. If you're in real estate, all right, real estate folks, if you listen to this, I want you to pay attention because all of you guys are doing the exact same thing. Everyone's doing the exact same thing. You're going to see builders. You're doing home buying seminars, right? You're first-time home buyers. You're looking for, you're trying to find the investors. Everyone's trying to build a team. Like you're all doing the same thing. And yes, all of those things are needed inside of your business. But you have to become an expert inside of real estate. How are you going to set yourself apart from everybody else? That's the question I'm asking every real estate agent. That's the question I'm asking anyone that I'm working with. What are you doing to set yourself apart? How are you competing? Because at the end of the day, if you tell me, well, I'm competing by doing this, then I know you're not being creative. You have to be a creative. There's a quote that I got from The Science of Getting Rich. I love this book. It's a little book. It's tiny, but you know what? It has a wealth of knowledge. I've learned more in this little tiny book than I learned in all the 4 years I went to school. And here's the quote. It says, "There is a thinking stuff in which all things are created, in which permeates, it penetrates, and it fills the intricacies of the universe. A thought in this substance causes the thing that is imaged in its thought to be created. Man," and I'm trying to remember the whole thing because look, I can say it with the audio broadcast, but I'm forgetting it right now. But here's the man can form things in his thoughts, and by impressing his thoughts upon formless substance, the thought he thinks about would be created. Look. What this is saying is that when you become a creative mind, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing because you will automatically set yourself apart because you will start using a part of your capacity that most people will never, ever use in their life. Look, And I'm going to tell you something. When I do these videos and when I do these audios, now I've been doing audio broadcasts since June of last year. That's when I started doing them. I would turn on the camera. Well, not really the camera. I would turn on Facebook and I would just open my mouth and start talking. I'll have a topic. I may create an image or something. And that used to get challenging because I always had to create another image. Then I had to dumb it down because I said, look, if I've got to talk about something, then these images, oh my God, I don't want to have to think about it. So I created a template. All I did was, because I had to get creative here, look, I wanted to spend more time speaking than I was sitting at my computer trying to figure it out. So I created one image that I put in a topic. So I didn't have to worry about what the creative was. A lot of people get stuck here. People get stuck trying to create over and over some things, but some things you just have to systematize so that you don't have to think about everything. Now, here's the hard part was delivering the content. Where was that going to come from? I'm going to tell you, here's the trick. Here's how you get new content. Now, you can go and find new content. And there's a lot of different strategies on getting content. Here's how I've created content. I read books. I've listened to audios. I've watched webinars. I've been to seminars. I've taken notes everywhere. And I turn on my camera. I write down what I want to. I write down a topic that I want to talk about, like today is marketing. And it just came to me, marketing as an expert. Just came to me. I didn't write any notes. And I came on Facebook and I decided to talk. But here's the thing. You may not be able to do that right now. You may have to go and study. You may have to go share other people's content. I still share other people's content. I just told you books that I was reading. I just gave a quote from a book that I've listened to about 40 times. I listen to it every single day. I listen to it in the morning. I listen to it in the afternoon. I listen to it in the evening. I listen to it at night. When I get into bed and I'm going to sleep, it's on. Why am I doing that? I'm implanting ideas so that I can be more creative. That's how you become creative. That's how you get unlimited amount of content. That's when when you see people that say, yeah, man, they could just talk off the top of their head. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. We were created, I was created to do an unlimited amount of things. There is no limit. So how do you market yourself as an expert? Decide that you be an expert today. If you decide to become an expert, you put in some work. Here's the work. Read some books, listen, but you know that at the end of the day, whatever you can do, just start quoting other people. That's all you have to do. Quote other people, share other people's content until you get to a point where you've got all this content in you, then it's all original. But until then, don't be afraid. You're an expert. I guarantee you, if you go one chapter ahead of the person that you want to show what you have to, they won't know the difference. They'll have no idea. So guys, look, I believe you are a marketing expert. You can market yourself. If I can do it, yes, I can do it. I know you can do it. See, I live by this right here. You see this guy right here, Mr. Grant Cardone? Look, he placed something inside of me with this 10X, and he's giving me an idea to go bigger than what I've ever done in my life. So look, all you have to do, grab a hold of somebody else's story. That's what I did. Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, Tony Robbins, Billie Jean, Jim Rohn, everybody that's doing something. Eric Thomas, that's my dude right there. Take a hold of someone else's story, write it, and then one day you will soar and you will have your own story. Bam. That's it. That's all being an expert is. Having a story, being one chapter ahead. You'll be great. All right? So look, if you got any value from this, I want you to like on this video right here on Facebook. I want you to share it. Share it across your pages. Let somebody else know what value you got from it. Look, if you have any questions here, go ahead and drop me some comments. And look, you got to get to thehealthyaccountant.com. Go to thehealthyaccountant.com. Check it out. You're going to have to put your email address in. I want to show you some information about The Healthy Accountant, which, hey, The Healthy Accountant is about getting your money right. not worrying about taxes. You want to get your money right? You want to get more money in the bank? Go watch the video. And then schedule a strategy call with me. Schedule a strategy call with me so we can work out what's going on with you, how you want to get to your next level, how you can become an expert in your field. And if that's what you want to do, let's do it. You'll get an email from me every single day sharing with you these videos, quotes from the day, articles about taxes and other things that you might want to know about. All right? All right, guys. I appreciate you. God bless you. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Take care.